You've got plastic in your brain, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, I don't want to start an argument with you, but I want to make sure that you understand that some of the latest studies that have just come out, supported by universities in the United States and in Canada that have been researching this, are finding that the average North American has got about a plastic teaspoon full of micro and nanoplastics planted into their brain. And listen, that's not particularly good news, because what's going on with regard to that is they believe that it is interfering with neural pathways, and in the long term is going to lead to, I think, one of the most feared and hated disease issues, Alzheimer's and dementia. When we watch the people that are close to us or ourselves not ourselves anymore. With plastic lodged in your brain and the interruption in the way that your brain works and operates, we're starting to set a pathway forward to the issues associated with advanced dementia in all shapes and forms. And by the way, what's materializing in our brains is also materializing in every other vital organ inside of our body and inside of our pets' bodies and inside of our next door neighbors. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to get a handle on what's going on, because I think mostly people say it's almost impossible to get out. If we make a whole series of lifestyle adjustments that are simple things to start doing, then we can start to press back on it. And with some different kinds of supplemental assistance, we can actually start to see hydration with properly mineralized water feeding our brains, supported by amazing things like algae and kelp to be able to help cleanse, bond to micro nanoplastics, break them down with natural enzymes. One in particular that's come out from a company called OHS Chemzyme, which is designed specifically for that purpose. But one thing we've got to be able to do is to stop pressing plastics into our body. Guys, plastic is not a food-safe contact surface. Plastic is not safe to put water in. And you must be saying, well, Kirby, if that's true, why can't I walk into Costco or Meijer or any of the large supermarkets or chains in North America and see flat after flat after flat of water in plastic bottles? The answer to the question is incredibly simple. These are major corporations that have made a decision that their profits are more valuable than your life. Because if you stop drinking water out of plastic bottles, you would be reducing one of the entry points that they think is accounting for about 90% of the nano and microplastics that are currently lodged in your brain, in the brain of your friend, in the brain of your children, in the brain of your parents. And these major corporations that have been putting water in plastic bottles for a generation now, and all the rest of these major corporations that came off of glass and safe packaging so that they could save money and transport costs, basically sold you down the river so that they could increase their profit margins. Listen, I hate to be brutal, but after spending years in the consumer packaged goods industry and assisting in pumping more plastic waste into landfills than I care to remember, I'm saying that those decisions were being made purely in economics, not based upon the health of the people that were taking them. So right now, when we've got brand new studies that are out that are showing us that plastic is infecting our brain, infecting our planet, infecting all of the systems around us, flowing out of landfills into groundwater, collecting in lakes and rivers, and destroying the great oceans of the world, to a point where right now they're believing that 98% of all of the migratory life in the world's oceans will be gone by 2040 unless we start doing something different. And guys, that can only be done one person at a time. So what I want to do is I want to show you personally how you could take a hold of a completely different, simple, ancient way of cleaning water, 99.9% cleansed, and then remineralize it in a way so that your hydration would help you to begin to detox from the things that are attacking your brain. I want to make sure that you understand that some of the enzymes that are available, like enzyme that we've already mentioned, or algae from natural sources in glass, guys, do not buy this stuff in plastic, can be used as supplements to start to turn the tide against plastic migration to your brain. Your brain is one of the largest users of water. It's demanding a ton of water, and it's mostly fat-based. So it's a place where when anything that is chemical, a nanoplastic, a forever chemical could cross over the blood-brain barrier, then we have an issue on our hands that we need to address, because our minds are a beautiful and created thing, and we want to make sure and protect them. So do me a favor, if this is interesting to you and you want to learn how to take hold of plastic-free water without all of the buzz and gimmicks and stuff that everybody's trying to sell people, so that you know that you're drinking clean water, your family's drinking clean water, or your customers could get clean water from you, then just make sure and hit the link below. There's a link so that you would be able to buy an I Drink Living Water kit. It's an entire assembly that will help to teach you how to properly distill water, how to store it correctly, how to transport it correctly, how to remineralize it, so that you can make the most amazing water in the history of the world, and you can have control over it yourself. You'll know that you're drinking properly clean, mineralized water. You'll save money, you'll save your health, and you'll save the environment. So hit the link below, and if this information has been helpful to you about having plastic in your brain, sorry about that, make sure to like, link, and subscribe as we keep chasing down these stories, because guys, we don't want to just talk superficially about things. We want to make sure and get to the root cause. Some people ask, and they communicate with us on CWO@idrinklivingwater.com. Is it possible to do one-on-one sessions? Yeah, absolutely it is. At this stage, it is. And can we get consultations about how to deal with our spheres of influence, with our business? Is it possible to be a water hub? Can we take what you know about water and transfer it into our own community to create new businesses? Because guys, I gotta tell you something. The $54 billion in plastic water bottle economy that's being spent in North America, it's going to have to go somewhere. And we're doing everything that we can to educate people about how they can be a part of that wealth transfer. It'll save them, it'll save their families, it'll save the environment from the plastic war that we're all going through right now. So anyway, take care of your brain. Thanks for listening. Like, link, and subscribe, and hit the link below. Get your kit or email us at CWO@idrinklivingwater, and follow along as we keep coming to you with the latest and greatest information from the world of water.